Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakwadash, the Bawanas, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to look out there doing this work of faith and living with love, true sincerity. Right, just doing a quick lesson while I'm on the road, real quick, just quick destination, and I just wanted to start off with the book of Isaiah 62 and 6. If I can't pull the scriptures, then I just quote them as I'm going along. But it's Isaiah 62 and verse 6, and it reads, "I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not thy silence, and give him no rest till he establish until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth." And I just wanted to briefly get into this topic, just thinking about prayer first and foremost, and how important that is, and just being able to pray more unto the Lord and ask for the things in which our heart desires. Our heart desires, our mind desires to get up out of Babylon. Our heart and our mind's desires is to have rest for the sole of our feet. Our heart's desires is to not have to have these common worries, of this everyday life in which we presently live in, compared to, America, our great captivity compared to, what we have in store for us, man, and just the thought of it, it's really unfathomable, but it's just like a sigh of relief. Like when a person goes on a vacation and they feel as though that they living it up, they having the best time of their life, so on and so forth, man. That's how the kingdom is going to feel to us, man, like a complete breath of fresh air, man. Esau, him being wiped off the soils, of the earth, man, and us, just having peace, man. All Israel seek is peace. Us as a people, that's all we desperately seek is peace. What the scriptures say, I am for peace, but they are for war, and that's the nature of Edom, man. We're trying to do everything within our power to be peaceful, but it's nothing in his heart but war, and that's no way to live. Babylon, this is no real culture where you can actually build up off of, man, especially not for us Israelites anyway. That's why we got to be placed back within our homeland, man, and desperately keep them cries and them prayers up to the Most High. And because I think about it for myself, just having to make more of an effort to pray more. You pray here and there, but it's not enough. Just like with the works in which we do, we know there's always more we can do. We should know too that we can pray more. Pray more for the Lord to guide our steps. Pray more for the brotherhood. Pray more. That the Lord just sees us through. That we continue to be spiritual, continue to fight day in and day out. For our livelihoods, for our survival. For the kingdom. So this is the book of Philippians 4 and 6, and it reads, "Be careful for nothing, but in everything. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto the Most High." Okay, and that's what we want to constantly do. We want to constantly make our requests be made known unto the Most High. All right, day in and day out. So that He can have some sort of favor towards us, when we go to call on Him for things, one of my favorite scriptures, we were just quoting it in camp this past week. One second. Psalm 68. Psalm 68 and 19, it reads, "Blessed be the Lord who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the power of our salvation, Salah. So what the Lord, blesses us daily, with our daily bread, what we need to get by, and sustained, enough that we can, make sure our household and things like that straight, Akim and straight, apostle straight, things like that. So this is a big part of just maintaining on a daily, man, is those prayers. And of course the Lord gonna put those bumps and those logs in the road, but just because that's a part of it. But overall, we got to know on the back end the Lord got us, man. And we just need enough really to sustain and do what's necessary for us to continue to push the work, man. It's just so much that could be said, and facing the everyday trials of this wicked society here, Babylon, man. And you try to find some sort of solace or some sort of peace, but we know how the scriptures say that there's no peace, especially there's not no peace to the wicked, and it's not going to be peaceful here for us, because the wicked have designed it not to be so. They designed it to make it be very uncomfortable for us, so that we could be in a state that overall that our people is already in, messed up in the game, man, messed up in the head, seeking false gods, praying to false images, worshiping mammon, just being all over the place and being reckless and not having our mind towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's what Esau builds off of. Esau builds off of nothing but chaos. And especially for us, because he knows that's what keeps him in power. If he keeps us in a chaotic state, our people in a chaotic mind frame, man, to where we can't focus. That's what the whole job system is set up for. The way they structure things with your bills and in school and all of this. That way you don't have enough time for your kids to raise them up in the proper way in the proper way that they should be going. It's all by design. It's all by design, man. Right? It's Jeremiah 50:7, and it reads, "All that found them have devoured them, and their adversary said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers." So Esau knowing, how to manipulate things, and they know that if they put a pork chop in front of a Jake, and Jake don't know no better. Oh, it's not me that sinned, it's them, They sinned against the Lord. So, hey, we justified for doing what we do. That's the mind frame of Esau. That's the mind frame of a devil, man. To set you up for failure. And that's what our people don't realize, that we are being set up for failure every single day. And the more that our people continue to believe within the society, the more dimmed your light is. The more you believe in this society, man. We walking with our lights firm, bright, shining, to be on point, man. What was the other precept I was thinking of? It's like it just slipped my mind. Yeah, just the scripture just slipped my mind. I can't even think of it now. But let me go to Habakkuk. Because the time in which we're waiting for, it's definitely at hand. And it's just about, constantly embracing, the spirit more and more each day, so that we can stay fervent towards the spirit and keep our focus, in mind at all times. The Lord is supposed to always, be on our mind throughout the day, even if, you may have had a hectic day, you had a rough day, you had a rough couple of days, you got to still keep the Lord there within your mind, because that's what's going to help to further you and to keep you going within the spirit, So I'm gonna just get to the point. Habakkuk 2:3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come, it will not tarry." So, we know that we working on the Lord's timeline overall, and we know that the Lord is not going to forsake us. So it's just that patience, having that patience, constantly putting up them supplications, as I already mentioned, and just knowing what we're heading for. and always doing our best to strive for that perfection within Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Strive for that perfection that the Lord wants us to strive for. Living up to the potential that the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua sealed within us as individuals. So brother, just keep your eyes on the prize, man. Above all else, pray to the Most High that He can direct our way in truth, as it says in the book of Sirach, man. Another one of my favorite scriptures, that just always sticks to mind, that helps to keep you strong, every single day within this fight, within this battle with His truth. So with that, I hope this segment was edifying. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Makakadash, Tapawanas to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lek out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalom.